But anybody who's heard my stories before know that love and light is not exactly in my wheelhouse in terms of a theme.
Sarcasm and whiskey.
Yeah, I don't even have a story. It's just some, like I said, just some random thoughts on love and light, which I just wrote down today and didn't even memorize. So, this is free, y'all. So, we live in dark times. I mean, that sounds ominous, but when you think about it, it's just another way of saying that everything is pretty much the same as it's always been.
Right.
I've reached the age now where, instead of checking the wedding announcements to see who I know that's got married, I check the obituaries to see, who I know that's died. And I've also found myself falling into that old person trap of concluding constantly that the younger generation is irredeemably stupid. Of course, that's not true. Well, it's true, but only in the sense that every young generation ever has been, stupid. It's just that they're each stupid in their own special way, like snowflakes, if you will. The kids mean well, but they're going to fuck it up. Not least because they're starting out in a hole that we created for them because of the mess we left when we shit the bed with all of our good intentions.
Right.
And so on and so forth back to the beginning of time. One of my favorite lines from a book is from Good Omens, which I imagine most of you haven't read, but the ones of you that can afford Amazon may have seen the series that was based on it that came out recently. And then the line is, most of the troubles in the world don't arise from people being fundamentally good or people being fundamentally evil. They arise from people being fundamentally people, which I think is true. But Jesus said each of us is a little light, and we shouldn't hide that under a bushel. And that metaphor has produced 1,000 sermons in one really annoying summer camp song. Yeah, don't do that. So, as the Christmas season is upon us, what does it mean to be a little light and to spread love? The accepted mythology, as promulgated by the Hallmark Channel, is that we should fix someone's life by introducing them to their soulmate, or we should buy them a puppy, or we should buy shoes for some kid's dying mother. What use a dying woman has for shoes has always eluded me. Or we should learn an important lesson from other people's suffering. My favorite is the little matchstick girls. Anybody remember that story?
Yes.
Okay. For those of you who don't, if you want to know what's wrong with our society, then look no farther than a story, and I shit you not, it's about an abused, malnourished child who is forced into working outside in freezing weather, not allowed to come home till she sells all of her matches, without adequate clothing, and who, and this may come as a shock, actually fucking freezes to death on a street corner while people walk by and watch her die.
Terrible.
Now that's presented as an inspiring and uplifting story because when she dies, she gets to go to heaven with her dead grandma.
Terrible.
It's like, yeah, I didn't get to grow up, I didn't get to go to school or fall in love or have a family, but I'm hanging with Nana. That tells you all you need to know about us right there. I think, though, and this is the love and light part, I think the idea is to be kind, though, in situations where you don't have to be,
Yeah.
where there's nothing in it for you.
Yeah.
I had a friend who was always solicitous and kind and pleasant, even when it wasn't necessary or even expected. Now, I'm not advocating that I think it's okay just to be an asshole all the time. But she was always going out of her way to be nice in every interaction she ever had with anybody. Now, I don't mean that she let herself get pushed around. She'd stab you if she had to. She'd just do it sorrowfully and explain kindly why she had to do it and hold your hand while you died. I asked her once why she was always so damn nice to people, even where there was no benefit to her. She said, Kevin, it costs you nothing to be kind and show love. Nothing at all. It's the easiest thing in the world. It requires almost no effort on your part. But it always gives value to people who receive it, whether they realize it or not. And then that's kind of stuck with me. None of us are going to solve climate change or end poverty or bring world peace. But we all have it within us to, at no cost, make the world a little brighter every day. Love can be made from nothing. And I like the equivalence in the theme of love and light, because that's kind of what light is. You know, particles of light appear to spring from nowhere. They're massless, they can't be measured or weighed, and yet they're real. And more than that, they illuminate the cosmos. They carry information about the universe from one place to another. The speed at which they travel governs the form and function of reality. And love is like that. You know, we make it from nothing, but its effects spread through the world in ways that we don't expect and often don't even intend. You have the power to shape the world. Don't hide it under a bushel.